So AI agents are shaping up to be the next massive leap in technology, right? But they've got this one huge problem. How do they actually, do anything in the real world? Today, we're going to dive into a brand new standard that's finally solving this, and it's unlocking the true power of AI agents. Let's get right into it. Look, the age of the simple chatbot is pretty much over. AI agents are here now, and they aren't just for chit-chat anymore. Nope, they're designed to be our partners in getting actual work done. And that right there is the million-dollar question. I mean, an agent that can only talk is interesting, sure, but an agent that can act, that's revolutionary. So how do we build that bridge between the model's brain and the messy, complicated world of real-world apps and data? Because without tools, let's be honest, an AI agent is just a very sophisticated parrot. The real magic, the part that changes everything, happens when it can actually interact with the software we use every single day. Think about it, querying databases for info, updating a customer's record in a CRM, or even kicking off a new build in a DevOps pipeline. That's the goal. And this is where our hero enters the story. The solution to this massive tangled-up integration headache is a new standard called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. So, what exactly is MCP? Well, think of it as a universal language that lets AI models talk to any external tool. Instead of every developer out there reinventing the wheel with their own custom integrations, MCP provides a standard blueprint. It defines how tools work, what they can do, and how an agent communicates with them. It basically brings order to all the chaos. And this analogy just hits the nail on the head. I mean, remember before USB-C, you had a dozen different chargers and cables for every single device. It was a complete mess. Well, MCP is doing for AI agents what USB-C did for our gadgets. It's creating one single, reliable, universal way for any agent to connect to any tool, period. Okay, so now we get what MCP is, and more importantly, why it's such a game changer. So let's get practical and talk about the how. We're going to take a quick tour of the different kinds of frameworks you can start using to build with this standard, like today. All right, this is our roadmap for the tour. We're going to look at 5 main categories here, and each one is designed for a different need, from the developers who want total granular control all the way to huge enterprises that need something super robust and scalable. First up, we've got the official SDKs. Now, these are for the builders, the developers, who really want to get their hands dirty and build an MCP server from scratch. If you're working in Python or TypeScript and you need absolute maximum control and want to bake in your own custom logic, this is definitely your starting point. Next, we have managed platforms. Okay, so if the thought of building and maintaining your own server sounds like a total headache, these platforms are for you. They handle all the nitty-gritty complexity so you can just focus on the fun part, building your agent. And a great example of this is a platform like Composio. It basically acts as a bridge, a middleman, between your agent and the tools you want to use. It manages all the messy stuff, authentication, API differences, all of it, so you can connect to services like GitHub or Slack with just a few simple lines of code. It's all about speed and simplicity. Moving on, we have the enterprise stacks. And yeah, these are exactly what they sound like. They're built for big organizations. The main focus here is all about scalability, rock-solid security, and really deep integration with the systems that enterprises already use, like their cloud platforms and identity providers. And in this space, you've really got 2 heavy hitters. You've got Google's Agent Development Kit, or ADK, which is just perfect for companies that are already deep in the Google Cloud ecosystem. And on the other side, there's Microsoft's Semantic Kernel, which is the clear choice for any organization that's running on Azure. Okay, so we've seen the whole landscape. Now for the big question. Which one of these paths is the right one for you? Let's break it down with a super simple guide to help you figure out where to start. Think of this table as your cheat sheet. It's pretty straightforward. Need full control? Go with an official SDK. Want to move super fast and keep things simple? A managed platform like Composio is your best friend. Going for massive scale and security? You're looking at an enterprise stack. And here's where it gets really cool for web developers. If you're building AI right into your website's user interface, a web-native SDK like Vercel's AI SDK is the way to go. It lets your front end talk directly to all these powerful tools. Now, here's probably the most important piece of advice. You don't have to boil the ocean. Adopting MCP is meant to be an incremental process. Just start small. Seriously. Build one MCP server for one tool. Connect one single agent to it. Automate one simple workflow. See it work. Then, and only then, you can start to expand from there. All right, let's just zoom out for a second and wrap this up with the bigger picture. Because what we're really seeing here is the foundation for the entire future of AI being built right now in front of our eyes. And if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. MCP is not just some cool experiment. In a couple of years, this isn't going to be optional. It's going to be fundamental. It's going to be infrastructure, just like the internet is for us today. And I really want to leave you with this thought because it's so powerful. We're moving away from this era of giant standalone models. The future isn't about one single AI brain. No, it's an entire ecosystem of connected, coordinated systems where real intelligence comes from the ability to use tools and actually work together. So the standard is here. The tools are ready to go. The only question left is, well, it's the most exciting one of all. What are you going to build with it?